Hello! December 23. December 23 nga ba? 2 days na lang. Ay, hindi. 1 day na lang bukas. Tas, Pasko na. It's gonna be super difficult this Christmas for us ni ate kasi wala na si Papa. Nakakamiss. Feeling ko naman, oo. For sure, mamimiss. Basta, it's gonna be difficult. So, kanina, parang ate has this idea na, we're gonna buy food. Tapos, she was making list na what we're gonna get. She had this idea na we're gonna get salmon and stuff. Ako naman kasi parang, sige lang. Go, sige lang. So, support ko whatever she wants kasi parang ate didn't want to drastically change anything. Lalo na, Christmas is not about us. Christmas is still celebrating the birth of Christ. So we really cannot not celebrate Christmas. Pero ako kasi, I'm not in the celebrating mood. Sabi ko nga sa friends ko, if it were my choice, I wanted to let this season pass. I want to let this season pass. And I'll just hear mass and then I'll just sleep. Parang I don't wanna... Ano ba yun? It's not celebrate Christmas because I have to celebrate it because it's the birth of Christ. Pero siguro, not the usual happiness. I don't know. If I just want to celebrate it in silence. Yung idea ko pa nga is yung mag-isa lang ako sa isang island and it's gonna be dark and parang nasa tabi lang ako ng ocean tapos lahat ng mga tao sa likod ko are having the time of their lives. Tapos ako, I'm just there sitting in total darkness listening to the sound of the waves. That's how I'm picturing myself pagdating ng Christmas. Kasi nga, I've always told my dad na he is the reason ba't ako buhay. Because technically, yes. Because back then I got sick. Na-experience ko yung light, yung blinding light na parang may bumukas na gate. Pero hindi ko alam kung gate yun. Basta may bumukas na something. And then, I saw this super, super duper bright light na para siyang para siyang naglalakad na bumbilya. Parang ganun yung dating niya sa akin na parang meron siyang center source of brightness. And then, parang there's a voice na nagsasabi na tinatawag niya ako to enter, ganyan. Pero sabi ko kasi, hindi pa ako pwedeng umalis. Kasi malulungkot sila mama, malulungkot si papa. So, I stayed. And when that happened, nag-stable lahat ng vitals ko because I was sick that time. And yung mga doctors ko, they have exhausted the treatments they can think of na had the symptoms of what I was having. And dumating na dun sa point na parang they were giving up. There was even a time na they gave me a treatment na contradicting sa what I have. And instead na gumaling ako, nagkaroon ako ng, hindi man infection, pero nawaga yung arm na blood transfusion that time. Kasi nga, yung doctors ko was like getting desperate. So after mangyari yun, I started getting well. Yung platelets ko went up, yung red blood cells ko tumaas na. And ayun, na-move na ako from the ICU, minove na ako sa regular room. And even before when I was in the ICU, I was seeing people going through walls. So I'm sure na hindi tao yun. I lost my voice. I couldn't speak. I couldn't talk normal sentences. And my brother said na parang para daw akong bumalik sa pagka-baby. Because whenever I opened my mouth, I was just making noises. But in my head, I was speaking words. So yun yung before kasi before nga kasi optimist ako na never say die. So kahit hindi ako tumatagal sa work, I never really gave up. I just kept applying and applying. And hanggat may tumatanggap sa akin, I just keep coming to work. Pero the people around me are worried because madali kasi malaman if I'm not happy, if I'm having struggles. I don't really talk about my struggles at work. I'm usually just quiet. Yung last corporate job ko, I was hooked on the idea na hindi, tatagalan ko talaga to. Kasi I wanna prove people na kaya ko to stay in a company. Na kaya kong maging team player. But then yung boss ko, it was not because I wasn't a team player. It was just really a difficult boss to begin with. And everyone who knows him agrees. He was such a difficult boss na kasi yung work ko is inside a mall. He was such a difficult boss na yung mga security guards that time were all asking me na, "Ma'am, gusto mo bang gawan natin ng incident si sir?" Ganyan. Kasi nga, basta ibang klase siya. And he's actually proud being a prick. So, ganun lang. Basta ganun siya ka-weird. Pero ako kasi parang kasi iniisip ko that time, lahat ng tao will go through a difficult boss. And I just considered it that time. It was my mom who noticed a change in me. Kasi narealize ko din naman yun na ang biyahe ko from that work is 3 hours papunta and 3 hours pabalik. And before, kahit na ang layo ng biyahe ko, pagdating ko ng bahay, I'd still have time to eat or I'd still have time to chat Pero nang tumagal-tagal na, palagi na lang akong tulog. Hindi na lang ako kumakain. I just sleep. I'm always like, I'm too tired na I just rather pag uwi ko, tulog na lang ako. And I think my mom noticed that. I guess she noticed na naging less bubbly ako. Naging less talkative ako. I actually didn't notice that side, that part. Pero nung umalis ako sa company, yeah, I did change. And then, my family got mad at my boss. And, kasi nga, I always had this idea na ako ang nagiging root ng problem with anyone, with everyone sa house. So, I didn't wanna, ayaw magreklamo, tinitiis ko, parang feeling ko I bother people. Because mama took care of me and she spoiled me. But I'm always careful to get in the way, to be in the way of other people. Kaya, I'm not the type to ask for things. Proof, meron akong mga damit na basta nasusuot ko pa, susuotin ko. Like ngayon, with Papa gone and his clothes here, I actually wear his underwear. Yes, I wear boxer briefs. And I get it. They're so comfortable to use. Kaya lang minsan ang init. Pero yun, okay siya. Because, I could have bought new undergarments naman eh. Kaya lang kasi, meron kasi akong theory na hanggat may masusuot ka naman, you don't need new stuff. Nung pumuntahan ng US sa brother ko, when he saw yung PJs ko na butas-butas na, literal, kasi kinakain siya ng ipis. Talagang sabi niya sa akin, pwede pa i-donate mo na yan. I-donate mo na. Tapos, I had to let go that and this other pants kasi may tagpi na siya. And I just learned to live with that kind of, they're telling me na you don't have to get used to it, or hindi mo kailangan na magtiis dun sa ganong damit kasi may pambili ka naman. But it's so hard for me nga kasi to buy new clothes. Parang ako, I'd rather buy something I can share with other people than something na ako lang ang gagamit. Example, damit. Hindi ko titipirin ng food kasi I can share it with other people. Pero yung clothes, I can adjust. Kung kailangan ko siyang tahian, kailangan ko siyang lagyan ng tagpe, go. Yun ang isa sa mga, ewan ko if yung ibang mga may depression have that same feeling. Yung I don't want to bother people. I don't want to be, it's not, I wouldn't call it a burden kasi I'm family. Pero, yun nga, I don't want to bother people. I don't want to bother others. If they notice me, thank you. Pero ako, ayun pa, I don't want to be the center of attention. For somebody who's a Leo, I am totally the opposite of everything what a Leo is supposed to be. Like, ayoko ng center of attention, ayoko mag-lead ng group. So, it's weird. So, ayun, this Christmas Eve, ate just said na, let's just cook food, whatever is in the refrigerator, let's just eat that. And I'm like, sige, okay din ako nun. Kasi nga, sabi ko, I'm not really in the celebrate mood. And before kasi, we always thought of Papa, and he doesn't eat a lot of food. So, parang mandatory kailangan may salmon. And yun yung gusto niya sanang bilhin. Gusto niya sanang bumili ng salmon. And ako kasi, I don't wanna comment or give my opinion. Just let her. Kasi, yung sadness ko is in a different level. I don't wanna entertain it. I don't wanna share it. Parang ganyan. I'm really, really sad. And I have these weird thoughts. I don't want to entertain the thoughts. I don't want to talk about them. I don't want to share my sadness. It's hard. It's hard. Kasi if it were my choice now, kung hindi lang siya kasalanan sa Diyos, I would have listened. Kasi nagsama-sama na sila eh. Yung frustration ko, yung hindi ko alam kung ano ba talagang gusto ng Diyos for me. I answer whatever call na gusto niya. Like, nagsalmis ako kahit may stage fright ako. I have panic disorder, pero nagsalmis ako. Tapos, kahit na ayoko yung idea na magbebenta ako because iniwasan ko nga yan eh. Yung mga corporate jobs na winork on ko before na merong sales department, doon nga ako nag-fail sa sales part because hindi ko talaga magets kung paano siya. Tapos, may pumasok na idea sa akin na, magbenta ka kaya ng memorial plan. So, wala lang. So, ako parang, okay. Tapos, nagbebenta ako ngayon ng memorial plan, tapos wala akong makuhang client. So, nakaka-frustrate kasi hindi ko alam kung tama ba siya. Pero, iba nga ang gospel kasi ngayon is yung kay Mama Mary ngayon, yung hindi siya sure kung tatanggapin ba siya ni Joseph. Hindi niya alam kung paano siya tatanggapin ng mga tao because she's a virgin and yet she's going to bear a son. Pero hindi na niya question. She just accepted. So ako parang hindi ko na question. So tanggap lang ako ng tanggap. Sabi nga dun sa post na nakita ko na God will not bring you these thoughts in your head for you to begin nang hindi ka niya tutulungan. Something like that. Kaya, tiwala lang. Kasi Ngayon nawala na yung parents ko, isa lang talaga ang naiisip ko, yung sumunod sa kanila. Honestly, yun lang talaga naiisip ko. Kasi inisip ko, hindi ako pinatagal ni Lord sa trabaho. Palaging may issue. Palaging may someone who do something or whatever. And hindi ako tumatagal. Nag-business ako dati. Bago pa mauso yung mga eco bag, tote bag, ganyan. Nag-business ako ng tote bag. Tapos, hindi rin siya nag-materialize. Dahil yung number 1 client ko, nag-away kami nun. Well, nagalit siya sa akin for something na hindi naman totoo. And then, nagkaroon na ng eco bag kasi bawal na ang plastic sa buong Alabang. So, nawala yung client base ko. So, yun. Ano pa bang ginawa ko? Gumawa akong no-bake cheesecake nung pandemic. Okay naman siya, bumibenta naman. But then, pumasok yung era na parang everyone became health conscious. So, nawalan ako ng clients kasi lahat ng clients ko wanted to lose weight. And the products that I was selling was going to make them gain weight. So, tinigil ko siya. Ano pa ba? Yung nag-apply ako as teacher dito sa isang country na to. Tapos hindi nila ako tinatanggap. So, I can't really say na wala akong ginawa. Na naghintay lang ako. May ginawa naman ako, pero for some reason, parang hindi. Parang sinasabi ni God na hindi. Wala akong naging asawa. So, inisip ko, baka lang. Baka kasi nung tinawag ako ni God to come home with Him, I gave my parents as a reason kung bakit I couldn't come yet. So, I had this idea na baka kaya walang nagmamaterialize sa mga ginawa ko before is because it's God saying na ayaw namin kasi na pag tinawag ka namin, sasabihin mo, teka lang Lord, kasi meron akong family na umaasa sa akin, may mga anak ako, or teka lang Lord, may business akong kailangan patakbuhin pag nawala ako. Paano nila yung mga clients ko? Or, teka lang Lord, kasi meron akong trabaho. So yun yung naisip ko kung bakit. So ngayon, although grieving ako, kaya hindi ko pa totally matutukan yung mga endeavors ko. Basta, sabi ko nga, ang motto ko in life ngayon is hindi ko alam kung anong ginagawa ko, pero gagawin ko siya. Kasi, pinaisip sa akin ni Lord yun. Dahil, kasi yung idea yun, hindi naman yung darating kung hindi yun akma eh. Diba? So, ayun. Kayo ba, meron ba kayong mga naiisip na parang nagtataka kayo, parang paano mo naisip yun? Or yung isang bagay na ayaw niyong gawin for the longest time, tapos parang all of a sudden, pumasok siya sa utak mo na parang sinasabi niya, gawin mo kaya to. Pero parang nagtataka ka na, hindi ko yun kaya eh. Tapos parang napapaginipan mo na siya, ganyan. Paano nyo sinagot yung tawag na gano'n? Yun lang.